Olivia and David had been married for 8 years. To the outside world, their life seemed perfect. They lived in a big house, had a beautiful daughter named Lily, and people often referred to them as the ideal family. Olivia always believed she was lucky to have a husband like David. She thought he respected and loved her deeply. But over time, David began to change. He stayed out late, spent hours smiling at his phone, and started ignoring Olivia over the smallest things. The first spark of doubt. Olivia tried to convince herself it was just work pressure. But one day, while washing David's shirt, she found a receipt in his pocket. It carried the scent of perfume. It was from a famous restaurant, clearly a dinner for two. Olivia's heart skipped a beat. Is this really my David? The man who once said I was his whole world? Uncovering the secret. Determined to know the truth, Olivia waited until one night when David was asleep. Quietly, she unlocked his phone. A number appeared repeatedly in his messages. Sophia. Her heart raced as she opened the chat. Last night was magical, David. I can't wait to see you again. The words struck her like a knife. Olivia's hands trembled, her vision blurred. Each sentence was a dagger sinking into her chest. The truth revealed. The next day, David told her he had a business meeting. Olivia stayed quiet, but decided to follow him. She watched from a distance as David entered a hotel lobby. Within moments, Sophia appeared. They hugged, held hands, and walked toward the elevator, laughing together. Olivia froze. That single moment shattered her soul. Breaking point. That night, when David returned home, Olivia stayed silent during dinner. Then she asked, in a calm voice, "David, do you really only go to the office every day?" David looked startled, fumbling for excuses, but Olivia placed his phone on the table, showing him the messages. His face turned pale. "It's not what you think, Olivia," he began. But Olivia's tearful eyes burned into him. "It is exactly what I think. You've broken my trust." The start of revenge. Olivia didn't scream, nor did she confront him further. She chose silence. But deep inside, she decided to take her revenge, carefully and quietly. A few weeks later, Olivia sent an anonymous email to Sophia, pretending to be David. "Meet me tonight at the old farmhouse. I want to tell you something important." Sophia, thrilled, agreed immediately. The encounter. The farmhouse was dark and cold, lit only by a single lamp. The door creaked open, and Sophia stepped inside. Suddenly, a voice came from the shadows. "Welcome, Sophia." Sophia turned and froze. It was Olivia. Her eyes glowed with a strange calm mixed with fury. Sophia stuttered nervously, "What are you doing here?" Olivia gave a faint smile. "I'm the woman whose husband you tried to steal." Sophia tried to speak, but Olivia pushed a large box toward her. Inside were photos, messages, and recordings. Undeniable proof of Sophia and David's betrayal. "I've collected all of this. After tonight, you'll never have David again," Olivia said coldly. The final blow. Just then, the door opened. David entered, stunned to see both women together. "Olivia, what is this?" Olivia pulled out a photo of their daughter Lily. She looked directly at him and said, "This is the daughter whose father you're supposed to be, David. And this is your truth." She then sent all the evidence to David's business partners and friends. His reputation was destroyed within moments. Sophia burst into tears. David stood in silence, broken and defeated. Meanwhile, Olivia's face showed nothing but calm satisfaction. "You shattered my heart, David, but I've shattered your world." The end. Olivia left that house for good. She took her daughter Lily with her and began a new life. Though her heart still carried pain, there was peace in knowing she had reclaimed her dignity and strength. David and Sophia's story ended in disgrace, while Olivia's story began anew, stronger than ever. Olivia thought the storm had passed when she walked out of that house with Lily. She believed leaving David behind meant she was free, but life doesn't always let go so easily. Shadows of the past turned into months. Olivia started working again, teaching art classes at a local studio. Her students adored her, and slowly she began to feel alive. Lily adjusted well too, her laughter echoing in their small rented apartment, reminding Olivia that happiness was still possible. But one night, while putting Lily to bed, Olivia's phone buzzed. It was a message from an unknown number. "You may have destroyed me, Olivia, but this isn't over." Her hands clenched the phone tightly. She didn't need a name, she knew it was David. David's fall. After Olivia exposed him, David's world collapsed. His business partners withdrew their investments. His reputation in the corporate world shattered. Sophia, under the weight of shame and humiliation, distanced herself from him. Within months, David lost almost everything he had built. But instead of taking responsibility, he blamed Olivia. In his mind, she had ruined him, not his own betrayal. The unexpected return. One evening, Olivia saw David outside Lily's school. He stood near the gate, pretending to wait for someone. When Lily spotted him, her face lit up. "Daddy!" she shouted, running toward him. Olivia froze. She didn't want to deprive Lily of her father, but she also didn't trust David. He hugged Lily tightly, his eyes meeting Olivia's over their daughter's shoulder. Those eyes were no longer full of arrogance. Now they carried anger, bitterness, and something darker. "I want to see her more often," David said calmly, but Olivia could feel the hidden threat. "You can see her," Olivia replied coldly, "but only through legal visitation. You lost the right to control anything else." David smirked. "We'll see about that." Sophia's regret. A few weeks later, Olivia received another unexpected visit, this time from Sophia. She stood at Olivia's door, her once perfect makeup gone, her eyes swollen from tears. "I'm not here to fight," Sophia whispered. I need to tell you something." Olivia hesitated, then let her in. Sophia's hands trembled as she spoke. "David, he's changed. He blames us both for his downfall. He's been drinking, planning things, dangerous things. I think he might hurt you, Olivia." Olivia studied her face carefully. "Why are you telling me this?" "Because I was stupid," Sophia admitted, tears falling. "I thought I could build a life with him, but all he does now is talk about revenge. I don't want Lily to get caught in it." The trap. Olivia realized David wouldn't stop until he tried to destroy what little peace she had left. If he wanted war, she would end it on her terms. She crafted a plan. One evening, she invited Sophia back to the same farmhouse where everything had ended months ago. "If you truly regret what you did, help me expose David for who he is now," Olivia said. Sophia agreed. Together, they set up hidden cameras in the farmhouse. Then Olivia sent David a message from Sophia's phone. "Meet me tonight. I want to talk about us." The final confrontation. When David arrived, his steps were unsteady, his eyes wild from alcohol and rage. "Sophia, you came back to me?" he asked, but his voice was sharp, almost mocking. Sophia stood still, her hands shaking. Olivia stepped out from the shadows. "No, David," she said firmly, "this isn't about love. This is about the monster you've become." David's face twisted with fury. "You ruined me, Olivia, took everything from me. Do you think you'll walk away so easily?" "You ruined yourself," Olivia replied coldly, "and tonight the world will see who you truly are." Suddenly, David lunged toward her, but before he could reach Olivia, Sophia screamed, and the cameras hidden in the corners blinked red, capturing every moment. Olivia held up her phone. "You're live, David. Every word, every threat, it's being streamed to the people who once trusted you." David froze. His eyes darted around the room, realizing too late he had walked into his own downfall. The end of David. The police arrived minutes later, tipped off by Olivia. With the recordings as evidence of his threats and violent intent, David was taken away. His last glance at Olivia was filled with pure hatred. But Olivia no longer felt fear. She only felt closure. A new beginning. Weeks later, Olivia and Lily sat together at the park, watching the sunset. Sophia had disappeared from their lives, perhaps to start over in her own way. Lily rested her head on Olivia's shoulder. "Mommy, are we safe now?" Olivia kissed her forehead. "Yes, my love, we're safe now. And we're free." For the first time in years, Olivia felt true peace. David's chapter was closed. Her story, however, had just begun, one of strength, healing, and freedom.